What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds. Eagles get safety slash cornerback slash defensive back weapon Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from the Saints in return of a 2023 fifth-round pick, a 2024 pick swap of the Eagles' worst of their sixth-round picks for the Saints 2025 seventh round. Doesn't matter. It's peanuts. Eagles get a super talented young 24-year-old safety who was in widely opinioned a Pro Bowl snub last season. He's been in the league for 3 years. He's on the last year of his rookie deal. Eagles basically get him for nothing. He's coming out of Florida, of the 2019 draft, where he was by many believed to be a second-round talent. Slipped to the fourth round for the Saints. Remember, the thing that stood out about him in his draft profile then was lead agility, underratedly fast for a safety coming out. 4.4 speed for a safety. Naturally, that's super good. Has the three cone, which shows on tape with a really good short area quickness. He was a safety primarily at Florida. Also had some nickel slot cornerback versatility. But then when he got to the Saints, he played primarily slot cornerback position, as they were already filled out with guys like Williams at the safety position. So he naturally fitted into the slot role there, which he worked out super well. Reputation out of Florida, really was a feisty competitor, really physical player, someone who is not afraid at all of getting right up in the face of the quarterback in the blitz game, really helping in the running game as well, and that really transitioned smoothly into the NFL. We're going to take a look at some things right here, starting off with that physicality that transitioned so well into the NFL. Here we have an example of that physicality. This is Week 1, 2021 against the Green Bay Packers. We're in a third and short situation, I believe 3rd and 1. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is lined up right here, going up against a wide receiver, and Packers running a dive over the middle. A little bit of emotion with the tight end coming in, chip blocking on the defensive end. Chauncey engages up on the block here from the wide receiver, and this is against A.J. Dillon, maybe the biggest thighs in the NFL. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe actually. Going right up here, right over the middle. Get hit a little bit in the backfield, but still manages to move a little bit forward, get a little bit of momentum. This is a good hit by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. The willingness to, so here, the ability to shed the block there, come outside, shoot for the thighs, spin around, textbook tackle. Against the Patriots here, coming off the edge as a blitzer, taking on the running back here, play action, good physicality there. Shoves back 37, disengaged on the block immediately, makes the sack. And really, what we sometimes see from DBs is that whenever they get contact and they don't have a free rush to the quarterback, they just kind of stop. Not the case at all right here. Chauncey blitzes, he has one purpose, and that is getting to the quarterback. And it may seem simple, but that's just simply not something we see often with DBs. I mean, often they kind of stop a little bit, and they're not going to make the play here, and then that's it. Once again here in the running game. Patriots coming up, 12 personnel, got 2 tight ends here, running back. Chauncey's lined up right here. He's on the outside, right? It's got the contain. So when they're diving up the middle right here, he's in his gap. That becomes a clusterfuck. Stays high. Notices where everything is. Wraps up. Beautiful tackle. Tackle for loss. Great physicality. That is how you contribute in the run game. Doesn't matter if you're buck safety, nickel corner. Doesn't matter. This physicality right here, shedding the block, making the tackle, is beautiful. Talking about Chauncey in the blitz game, take a look at this one. This is funny. Here's coming in, free blitz against the right tackle, 75. I don't know who it is. He shoots right into him. You can bet that tackle is not expecting a DB to go straight into his chest. And now he gets out of balance and gets to hurry. Damn. Once again here, displaying the physicality in the running game. So here we got the powers outside here, double pull. We got the right guard and we got the wing. Coming all the way to the backside here. Chauncey's lined up right here. He's got the inside of the outer wide receiver responsibility. So Lattimore, I believe it is, going to the outside here. and then Chauncey's gap is right in between there. So he's waiting for everything to commit out here, and then he's shooting it. Makes a really good tackle here for a gain of about only 2. Really physical. When you get that, the big offensive lineman out there against defensive backs, it's usually set up to fail for the DBs, or in this case actually it's Gronkowski. So that's set up for the DBs to fail. This is a perfect situation for the Buccaneers. But Chauncey does such a good job here of shooting into this gap and making a good physical tackle. So this time a toss to the outside. We have Chauncey lined up right here, and he is the outside force defender on this play. This is the kind of DB you want. This is the kind of guy they can shoot up and make it be as physical as he is in the running game. That is so undervalued. And we see some of that, the coverage ability. And what stands out for him is his ability to mirror receivers and to one, not get fooled by these small stutters when they're coming out their breaks, when they have a lot of space to work on in the slot, but also that he's mirroring the receiver so well. When they're breaking, he's right there with them. So you're not giving up, because it's really just a matter of split seconds when you're playing in the slot, because you don't really have the sideline to your advantage. Also, that goes when you're playing as the deep safety. You really don't have too long to be thinking about what to do. When you're seeing the quarterback's eyes and you're recognizing the route patterns, you want to be in the split-second reaction and setting your feet and then changing direction to that. So he does that super well because he can play off coverage and catch receivers and reroute them as they're coming out of their 5 yards from their from line of scrimmage. So let's get a look at the tape here of some coverage. So take a look at that a little bit here in coverage. So here he's backed off, way backed off. 12 yards from the receiver, 1st and 10. Going on a slant route here over the middle. So cutting here after 5 yards, he breaks on it immediately. As soon as he is breaking on the route, he's breaking on it here. So as soon as he catches the ball, the hit comes in. When you're going to make these catches over the middle, if you're playing off coverage, if that's what's being dictated by the coverage you're playing, at least got to make it hard for the receiver to make that catch and hit them immediately as they're catching it, because most likely they'll drop the ball. If not, they're still going to get punished for it. Here, doesn't make the first down. Still, good catch through contact. So in coverage here against the Patriots, so Saints running a cover 2, not really too difficult for Chauncey here. He has a hook to curl, so he doesn't really have to get outside too much. He's right ahead of Jacoby Myers in the slot, playing off. So he's going on a whip route here. Let's go inside first, get right, and he does the right thing here. Let him go a little bit, because you know you got the linebacker on the other side to take care of that hook to curl if he goes all the way over there. He doesn't. He comes back, and he breaks on it immediately as he comes out, right there to play the ball. Now, this is just a phenomenal catch by Jacoby, to be honest. Even if you look at it here from the box, you're going to see how well he plays the catch point here. Doesn't get fooled by the inside, breaks on it immediately as he comes out. He's right there in position, even slaps his arm over the hands of Jacoby as he's trying to catch this ball. And somehow he still hangs on. That's just good coverage, but an even better catch. Something I've noticed quite a lot when going through the tape of Chauncey is that he's confident in his speed, and he'll let the quarterback see that the receiver is open before getting a little bit more in on the guy and to get those pass breakups and then those potential interceptions. Here he lined up 6 yards off, outside shaded on a guy here, going on a deep post here. He's coming in here. He actually gives him a little bit of ground, and then as soon as he sees the ball coming, he speeds up and he's in perfect position to make the play. So despite being outside shaded, 6 yards off, he's right in his back pocket. But then as soon as he's getting a little bit to the top of his route, see, he's not running full speed. Still not. There you go. And recovers nicely. You see it right here. This is the perfect example of it. So here in the slot, covering Scotty Miller, man across the middle here. Gets some hands on him there to begin with, and then stays right when this is coming across. But then he looks like he's easing up a little bit on him, giving him a little bit of separation. So it seems for Brady that he's open. Then you see that second acceleration, that second burst to come up and make the interception. A big play there. Baiting Tom Brady into making that kind of mistake and covering a shifty guy like Scotty Miller across the middle like that so effortlessly is beautiful. We see it again right here where he's kind of baiting the quarterback into throwing. So here's manned up against the tight end. Really good job here. Getting a hand on him there to begin with. Then you know exactly when you have the hand on him and he's going inside, you feel it already. So you can beat him to the spot because he's faster. So when he's getting in here, he knows he's got the speed. And then once again, cuts it inside as soon as the ball comes. Good pass breakup. Just a quick display right here of his ability to mirror receivers out the slot here. This is against Chris Godwin. Chris running exceptionally good routes here, and trying to stutter a little bit to catch the DBs off balance, something that he really excels at. Taking a look at Chauncey right here, he mirrors every step from Godwin here. So he's coming out, a little jip before he releases to the inside. That comes up, stutters a little bit, tries to get Chauncey flat-footed here. Goes back, one standstill, and then explosive out his cut. It's a plain zone defense here, playing in the flat, but it's basically a cover 3 right here. So he is doing such a nice job here of rerouting the receiver and then breaking on the ball as soon as it's being thrown. He's actually throwing the hook to curl zone. He's right here, playing off coverage of both these guys, sorting out the mess. Good hit, comes up, assist on the tackle. So physical out the breaks, speedy when he gets out of when the receivers break. Physical right there to reroute the receivers. Stays with this guy all the way, but then is in good position to bounce up on the pass. Here in off coverage again, man off coverage. His ability to mirror the feet of the receiver, so when they want to break inside, he can jab them. Well, he can get that contact with them after the initial 5 yards there to make sure that he's got them in the grab, reroute them. Makes it so much easier to play man. Against the Seahawks here, beautiful coverage downfield from the slot, manned up against the slot receiver right here. Little jab to begin with, then stays right in his pocket all the way as he's coming across there in the corner. Turns relevantly for the ball, and is so close to making the interception on the play. See it again here. Sticky coverage. This is even in inside shaded press man against the slot corner who has that cushion because he's not on the line, so he has to catch him as well. Relevant move here, gets a hand on him on the inside, stays back pocket. Good reaction to the outside break from the receiver. Agile, gets up there, plays the ball, and is so close to the interception once again. You can see just a little bit of how smart he is. So here running a cover 2 coverage. He's got the hook to curl right there in that zone. Everything underneath is covered. What I want you to notice is that when the pocket breaks down for the quarterback, really Geno Smith right here, he is super smart of what to do because right now all right. We got the sticks right here. He's with it. He's up on this guy. Then the pocket breaks down. He starts scrambling. So all right, it's scramble drill. So instead of just standing around there in his zone already, he's flipping his hips. He's finding, all right, where's my guy going? Because everybody is manning up on their guy then, who's in the closest vicinity to them. And they get the sack.